Hey guys, I'm back. The cookies are out of the oven, so I wanted to come back and show you what they look like. Let me get my iPad out of the way. I don't think I need that right now. Now, I went ahead and put a couple, there we go, I gotta get that going the right way. I went ahead and put a couple extra cookies on there because there was the one question about the nuts, and I was curious what would happen. Now, every oven bakes a little bit differently. Remember, these were baking on 300. So, hey Tammy, did you bake yours with your gluten-free flour along with me, Tammy? Let me know, I'm curious. Let's see, every a little bit differently, and we bake these on 300, and my oven definitely has some hot spots and then some cooler spots and stuff like that, like all ovens do. But let me show you. These have been out of the oven now, let's see, about 12, 13 minutes, and it's cooling down a lot. It's still a little warm, but you know, it's not burning me. And I baked these about 23 minutes. Actually, I think I might have gone 24. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I went 24 minutes with these because I was looking at them and they weren't brown along the edge yet. You know, like them up so you can see them. And I can tell my lighting is throwing some extra darkness on them that I don't see in person. They are not that dark. The camera is just weird. But they've got a little brown around the edge, just a little bit. Okay, they're just a little soft in the center. They're gonna cool on here for an hour, but this is already like, I mean, look, I can do this and it's fine. So I'm gonna let them continue cooling, but I am gonna pull one off and see what it looks like. Make sure I get it in the right place there so you guys can see. All right, so I've got one in the middle, and that's the thing, is it said to put them 2 inches apart. I started with this little pan because I was really going to bake 3 originally, but then I wanted to do a couple with nuts and without, and I'm like, oh, just slap them on the same pan. But this is the reason that you definitely need to spread them out, because with that scoop that we started with, it's 3 tablespoons of dough, so they do spread out, so you're supposed to have them about 2 inches apart. But like I said, I didn't want to bake all of it because I would end up, you know, eating them all. That's just reality. So let me scoop a couple off and see. Can you guys see me? Oh yeah, you can, okay. So I just did the one in the middle. Okay. And it's just lightly browned, it's set. It's not super thick. And remember, I overmixed that batter because I read the directions in the wrong order. I skipped back to something I had already done. So I think mine are probably a little bit thinner because they should have been stiffer when I scooped that batter. And then when I was smashing it down, they should have been a little bit thicker. But this is still a little bit warm. I'm going to let it finish cooling. But it's definitely baked. That's the most important thing. You know, who wants a raw cookie? I do like cookie dough, but I don't want a raw cookie. And it'll be interesting to see, once these are cooled all the way, if they get a little bit harder or not. But it does make a really big cookie. So I definitely would have put it on a bigger sheet pan. Definitely use a bigger sheet pan if you're going to do more than a couple. If you're only going to do like 3, then you'd be fine. But you can, as I said, freeze the raw dough. If you look at the recipe, the official Hilton recipe, it does tell you can scoop the batter, you know, your 3 tablespoon scoop, and put it on a tray and freeze it. You can just freeze it just so it's, you know, frozen enough, and then once they're frozen, you can just take them and put them into a bag and, you know, leave them in your freezer. And then when you're ready to actually bake them, you don't even have to thaw them out. So anyway, so those are the cookies. They're done, and I'll let them finish cooling, maybe. And then I'll eat one and see how it goes. I love if you guys post the pictures of yours if you made them along with me. I know one viewer did, so I'm going to go back and look at her pictures. I'm so excited. And thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you had fun. I'd love to get ideas and suggestions. If there's other things you'd like me to see me demo, I like doing these videos for you because it's just fun. And I'd love it if you'd share them. This also will be put on YouTube as well. But just subscribe to notifications here, or subscribe to my YouTube channel under Beyond Decadence, and you'll always stay in the loop that way. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm going to hang online just for a second to see if there are any questions, and then we'll get back to our Sunday afternoon of eating cookies and sitting on the couch. Happy Easter, Tammy. Any questions, guys? All right, well, if you do, post them in the comments and I'll respond. I'll see you soon.